It's time to look at some more crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true, from the government faking the moon landings to aliens visiting Earth in the past. The video, which was posted by conspiracy theorist Scott C. Waring, claimed that NASA had accidentally leaked images of a crashed alien spacecraft that they had recovered from Area 51. And not only that, but he also claimed that the government had been keeping the existence of aliens secret for decades. On November 22, 1963, President Kennedy was shot and killed while riding in a motorcade in Dallas, Texas. The theories claim that the Illuminati is a powerful organization composed of wealthy elites and influential figures who operate behind the scenes to advance their own interests and maintain control over world affairs. This theory claims that the iconic images of astronauts on the moon were actually taken in a studio lot, rather than on an extraterrestrial body. The government has a long history of doing things behind our backs, and it seems like they will continue to do so for years to come. So it is always important to question what we are told and do our own research in order to get the full story. There are many cases where conspiracy theories have turned out to be true, showing that it is important to be skeptical and not take everything at face value. Who knows? You might just uncover the next big conspiracy theory that the world needs to know about. Conspiracy theorists argue that the US government orchestrated the hoax in order to win the space race against the Soviet Union during the Cold War era. Thanks for watching. However, despite the abundance of evidence that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the moon landings did in fact happen, people still buy into this conspiracy theory. One reason why some people choose to ignore the overwhelming evidence and believe the moon landings were fake is because they simply can't comprehend the idea that humans are capable of achieving such a monumental feat. It seems almost impossible to some that we could have sent astronauts to the moon and returned them safely back to Earth. As a result, they cling to the belief that the moon landings were faked in order to make us believe something we could impossibly achieve on our own. Despite the lack of concrete evidence to support these claims, many people still believe that the Illuminati is a real and powerful entity that is responsible for everything from financial crises to political scandals. In recent years, some conspiracy theorists have even gone so far as to claim that the Illuminati is still active today and that its members are using social media and other online platforms to further their goals and maintain their grip on power. However, despite the persistence of these conspiracy theories, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that the Illuminati exists or ever did exist. The event was a shock to the nation and the world, and the subsequent investigation led by the Warren Commission concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in assassinating the president. However, many people have long suspected that there was more to the story and that the CIA or other powerful entities were involved in a conspiracy to end Kennedy's life. Some conspiracy theorists even believe that the CIA orchestrated the entire assassination as they believed Kennedy was becoming too soft on communism and needed to be replaced by a more hardline leader. While there is no concrete evidence to support these claims, many people still believe that the CIA played a role in Kennedy's death. Of course, the video quickly became a viral sensation, with many people believing his claims about Area 51 and aliens. However, others were skeptical and argued that there was no proof that any of what he was saying was actually true. It wasn't until a few years later when declassified government documents revealed the existence of a secret military base called Area 51. This led to widespread speculation and conspiracy theories about what could be happening at the base and whether or not it was really home to all kinds of extraterrestrial technology and even alien bodies. So while Scott's original video may have seemed far-fetched at the time, it turns out that there may be some truth to his claims after all. Here are 5 recent examples of conspiracies that started out sounding completely insane, but were later proven to be true. In 2017, a video went viral on YouTube claiming that Area 51 was real and that the US government had been hiding evidence of alien life there for years. The United States has a long history of conducting top-secret experiments and projects that are often kept hidden from the public eye. One such project was MK Ultra, a CIA program that took place during the Cold War era and involved the use of mind-altering drugs such as LSD to control and manipulate human subjects. The project was highly classified, and the details of it were not made public until decades later, when documents were declassified and leaked to the press. When news of MKUltra became known, it sparked outrage and disbelief, as many people could believe that the government would conduct such unethical experiments on its own citizens without their knowledge or consent. Some conspiracy theorists even went so far as to claim that the CIA was still conducting MKUltra experiments, and that certain musicians such as Kurt Cobain and Tupac Shakur were targeted by the program in an attempt to control their behavior and influence their music. However, despite these claims, there is no concrete evidence to support them, and they remain just that, conspiracy theories. For decades, rumors have swirled around the supposed assassination of John F. Kennedy and the involvement of the CIA. For decades, conspiracy theories have surrounded the alleged existence of a secret society known as the Illuminati, which is said to control world events and manipulate global economies. One of the most famous conspiracy theories of our time is the belief that the moon landings were faked by the government. There are plenty of conspiracy theories out there that seem crazy at first, but turn out to be true. These range from MKUltra to aliens visiting Earth. Do you want to know more about crazy conspiracy theories that everyone believes to be true? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.